Yeah, what he said. YouTube, what's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and you are back in the jungles of Lustria. No, not being pestered by mosquitoes, because I guess, well, I don't know. Can mosquitoes go after cold-blooded lizards? I suppose they could. In any case, don't worry about the mosquitoes. We're in the jungles of Lustria. The only mosquitoes or pests similar to them around here are the Skaven of Clan Pestilens, and they will soon be eradicated under the might of Tehennowin and his army. Let me hit a couple of comments from the last one real quick. I haven't had any chance to be getting to comments. Let's do that, and then we'll jump right into things. Dan says, Reptile King for President. Please add him into the series. You know, we do need a Reptile King. I think we should put him in Tehennowin's army, right? I think he'd be a good. I think he'd be a good skink priest. Here we go. The reptile and priest of SOTEK. How about that? Priest of SOTEK. All right, so there's Reptile King. He should be at it. I agree. And if he wants a different role, he can let me know it, and I'll take care of it for him. Bunny Tamer says, remember, a second army for your 2 heroes is increasing all unit maintenance by 5%. Correction. It was increasing my unit maintenance by 5%. I turned my mods back on because the launcher's working. I actually hate that mechanic, and so it's been modded out, but you are correct. If anybody's playing without the mods, be aware of that it'll increase the upkeep of all your armies. I think that's just an arbitrary punishment to the player for no reason other than to try and slow them from face rolling an inept AI, and I don't like that type of thing, so I just turned it off. Mustafa Ahmed says, name one of your units Cannibals of Hannibal. I suppose we can do that. Let's name one of the red-crested skinks of Hannibal. There you go. Hang on. Boy, it's been, I think it's like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Cannibals of Hannibal. You got it, Mustafa. Thanks for watching, too. I know you've been around for a long time. I recognize the name. And then same thing with this comment from Andrew Moreland. He says, was anybody else screaming, air your salamanders in the last battle as they sat in front of a tower? Well, you know, I play those battles and then realize it myself, and then I know that I've been triggering people for a long time. So thanks for being patient. And Andrew, thanks for being a long-time viewer as well. Oh, someone giving me a friendly reminder that there's an ability on the cohort of SOTEK. I am forgetting that then. Refuse to die. Entities cannot die while this... Well, crap, man. I should be using that. I think it gives you 20 seconds. So, good call out, and I will make sure that we use it. All right, one last comment I'll cover. This is a good question. This is from Case. He says, mod list. I hadn't been using really any mods up to this point, but I do have them turned on now. I'm using this one right here, max level 60. And this mod, I wish it would easily tell you who it's by. I want to give these guys credit. So this one's created by Nitz. So really like this mod. It just lets me use all the skill points on these new lords. I use it the first time I'm doing a campaign, pretty much all the time. I'm also using this one, the GR re-uploaded Less Blood, Less Gore, because there's just too much in the regular one, and this one tones it back to about where it should be. I'm using the Grand Campaign custom map mod, and it tells you all the different ones you have to have if you just click into one of them. So you see how this one's GCCM Island Battles, and it tells you, hey, you got to have all of these to make it work, so you can click on all of those, and those add custom maps. And if you take a look, let's see, where's the... Try and see where the main mod is at for that one. Give me just a second. Main mod right here. If you take a look on this one, I think they show you a map. Yeah, this map right here shows you in the Mortal Empires campaign where everything's at. We're playing Vortex, so these are all the custom map areas. Not near as many in Vortex, but there's a ton in Mortal Empires, especially in the old world. So, good one to be aware of. I keep it on because it's fun whenever they do pop up. I'm using this no extra upkeep mod here. This one's by Unnamed Shadow. This one takes away that penalty that we mentioned previously. Faster in-turn camera. This is a nice one by Vanish Oxyact. Yeah, so anyway, good mod here. Just makes the turn-ins go a little faster. And then the home region movement bonus gives you 10% more movement when you're in your own region. I've been using this one for a long time. It's by Dresden, who's done a ton of mods. So hopefully that gives you all a good look at the mods that I'm using in this campaign. So that should be good for now in terms of getting to the comments. I just wanted to make sure we did that. Make sure there's an interactive element here. We do need to do the ritual. We'll probably get attacked by a lot of chaos troops. My capitals are safe down here, relatively safe. Not from a large Chaos army, but they would be safe from a smaller one, at least for the time being. We're only one turn from a surplus point here, so I may actually end one more turn before we start the Vortex. It'd be good to do that too here and go up to a tier 3 defense in this settlement, because it'll make it a lot harder for Chaos to bowl through it. Alright, Clan Moore is confederated with Clan Molder. Not really my concern at the moment, but it means that there'll be a stronger Skaven faction out there. We finished the technology resource on the sequence of weapon crafting. So let's get in here and see what we can do next. Extra melee attack for Saurus units will come in handy later, though we don't have them in our armies now. We can probably start recruiting some into these armies as soon as I get an opportunity. These Skaven are trying to go around me and cause trouble. I can't actually reach either one of their armies because they were moving underground. So that's pretty irritating, but this kind of crap is expected from the AI. And if they're going to go around me, I mean, their stacks are probably strong enough to overpower my smaller garrisons, which is frustrating, even though this one's just trashy Skaven slaves. My larger settlements could handle them. So part of me is tempted to kind of just go around them and continue to hit their settlements. And I think that may be what I do for now, except for that this is a whole other Altar of the Horned Rat. It's not a visible settlement right now. Hissing God goes along with one of our other settlements here. Southern Sentinels. I think I'm gonna see if we can chase down these Skaven for now, rather than just pushing further north and away. Kayaks can now be leveled up. Let's go ahead and get that started. It's gonna be a pretty expensive upgrade. And then let's see. Probably wouldn't hurt because we're getting the resource, the ritual resources from the Dustgate to level that up too. And our Skink Chief has a skill point that can be used. Let's continue down the replenish troops. Take a look at... oh, there's going to be a rebellion here. Yeah, that's fine. The absolute Skaven turds are going to combine their forces at the Sentinel of Time just out of reach of me. They know they're going to die, but they want to raise a settlement before they do. This is a very typical, very trashy AI move, and all it's going to do is make sure that I can kill them. Except for the fact that this one apparently gets to have 2 turns worth of moves. Look at that! CA, please? How far do they get to move after sacking a settlement? I want to give you guys an idea just how far they allowed those Skaven to move. Look, there's no road over here, right? And look, this is my movement point. I have to go into full extension to get to where they were at. After sacking the settlement, it took almost no movement points from them, and they were able to move all the way over there. That's fine. They want to be little crotches and pull stuff like that. That's fine. Go ahead, Skaven. Go ahead. Tehennowin knows where to find you. Tehennowin knows where to find you. I'm going to go ahead and come back here and garrison. Let this rebellion come a little more so that we can get rid of some of the excess irritation here because of all the Skaven corruption. Take this opportunity to run an upgrade here on the Pterodon cages. I'm going to go ahead and repair. If these Skaven think they want to come back and make another run at my settlement, which is now a tier lower, no thanks to their stupid shenanigans. Anyway, I will catch up to them. I know where they're headed. They're headed over here to the Hissing God, Marks of the Old One. We will find them, and we will kill them. That's right, folks. Tehennowin has a certain set of skills that make him a nightmare to people like Clan Pestilens, and we will find them. And we will kill them. Alright, here we go. Curse of the Midnight Wind. Let's get an overcast on that one. As far as the sacrifices go, I'm still saving up so that we can get some better units. So I don't want to use those yet. And we need to get into a fight to actually get some sacrifices, which would be ideal at the moment. Gonna wait there just another turn too. Skink Chief, or yeah, red-crested Skink Chief is leveled up. Let's go with Proud Warrior. Alright, Strike now gets me an extra Untainted in every province. I'm actually pretty okay with that. That sounds good. We got a mission to capture 250, and we can get 2 blessed spawnings of Pterodon Riders with Fire Leech Bolas. We definitely want that, and this should be a good opportunity for some sacrifices right here. Let's take out these Skaven rebels. Just gonna auto-resolve. This isn't really worth their time, though it did give them a lot more damage than they deserved, but I just want the extra sacrifices. Dagger of SOTEK, enemy leadership minus, oh my goodness, -6 for Skaven units and enables magical attacks? Let's take a look at that. Masamoon's Pride. Yeah, I like that. We're gonna keep that. Dude, Brass Cleaver is really good too. I guess we'll just have to put it on this other army. Red Crested Skink Chief. Let's put that on him, because that's pretty sweet, honestly. Then these other ones, let's put some of these. Let's see, Flaming Attacks. And there we go. Okay. Got some of those weapons distributed. I'm going to move up to the edge of Skaven territory. I know those two armies moved towards the Hissing God. So we're going to push towards their territory and make them pay for the bullcrap they pulled back here. And it was bullcrap. Don't let yourself be fooled. Even though it was Skaven and it's likely rat crap, I'm calling it bullcrap. Alright, so this is just going to make Tehenowin stronger. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll finish his magic. And our Scar Veteran can now mount on a cold one. That sounds like a good idea. Break open the cold one. So they had another stack led by Scion Surge here that came in behind me. I've only got 4 Saurus Warriors and quite a few Skinks. I don't think we can win this, but I'll try. I'll fight as much as I can. I don't know, the auto-resolve may give it to us, to be honest. Kind of curious to see what happens here. Yeah, it gave it to me. I kind of figured it would. I'm not sure I could have won that by fighting it. Alright, Nagaron started a ritual. I don't really care about being behind on rituals. And we've got the opportunity to pick up 2 blessed Pterodon Riders with Fire Leech Bolas. And we need to perform the Rite of Awakening. Let's see. Oops, wrong button. Rite of Awakening. So it's going to be 10 more turns before we can do that. And we're ready to push into Skaven territory. I'm trying to see where those idiots attacked me at. Is this where they attacked me? Where did they attack? Oh no, it was up here. Yeah, they attacked me up here. Fortunately, I had a pretty solid garrison there. Which is even more solid now. I think that we completed some work. So probably wouldn't be a bad idea for us to go ahead and spend the money to buff up that settlement. Make it a lot harder target for the Skaven to deal with. And I'm going to move up towards Marks of the Old Ones. There's a lot of Skaven here, and we're going to see that they die. Alright, before we start the battle, I just want you to get a look at my units up close and see the deployment. I've got my Skinks with Javelins on the flanks. All through the front, I've got my red-crested Skinks because they're going to be causing the most damage. I've got my Carnosaur there. And we've got our SOTEK's cohort here as well. And then behind them is our Saurus Scar Veteran on his cold one, looking particularly awesome, riding around on a Velociraptor. You can see the Skink Prophet himself up here preaching the destruction of the Skaven. Up top his Ripperdactyl with its strange underjaw. More red-crested Skinks. Here's our Ark of SOTEK. And we've got more javelin-armed Skinks on this flank, and then I've got a Vanguard deployed set of troops over here. Well, they're hard to see because the Chameleon Skinks. So you can see them over here. So we've got our 3 blessed Chameleon Skinks looking particularly awesome. And they are supported by the Pterodon Riders, and then I've got the Salamanders ready to come over and join them. Let's get the battle started. Alright, my army is approaching the Skaven force. They're kind of hiding out behind these ruins over here. Oh my goodness, there's a huge blob over here. I'm going to hit it with Doom, or Flock of Doom. Yeah, that was perfect. Get the Flock of Doom in there. I'm bringing in my my first group here, which is all my infantry. I'm going to just cram the Ark of SOTEK as deep into this as I can. swing these units around. And let's get our Skink Priest up here. Curse of the Midnight Wind. Take a dump all over the stats on these Skaven. Let's push in. Alright, the Bastiladon Ark of SOTEK is almost in a perfect position. Let's just cram it further into this blob of Skaven here. And then we're going to delete these Skaven right there. Perfect. Alright, Carnosaur's in. All my infantry's in. Let's get in here and attack. Skink Priest, we're getting hit with some nasty lightning right now. We cleaned up this flank. Let's pull in. I've got all my salamanders and other units here. These skinks with javelins doing a nice job poisoning the back lines. Let's just go ahead and get into combat though so our skinks don't get overwhelmed. Let's use the ability there so that we don't continue to forget. Absorb some of that leadership. Let's get in here and poison these boys. Start poisoning these. Red-crested skinks. Let's get into combat. Let's get more skinks up here. Alright. Start getting our troops in. Let's just let you all get some sweet overhead view here. My salamander hunting pack. Getting rid of some filthy rats. See another summon back there. Got my chameleon skinks. Red-crested skinks rolling through. See the Skaven no match for a Carnosaur and a Ripperdactyl. This blob over here needs to be busted though, so let's send the help over. Carnosaur, please. The Skaven outnumber me on this flank, so we're going to need to push some help their way. Let's get our skirmish group over in this direction. Actually, let's use the skirmish group to push off everything back here. There we go. Cleaned out the last Skaven resistance for a clear victory. Now, the performance of the red-crested skinks right now in the face of some very decent Skaven infantry is really good. So, tons of kills. All of my units turning out very, very well there. The Ark of SOTEK is just absolutely punishing how it can get in the middle of a Skaven blob. Use its mass. We're going to occupy. The Skaven will be purged from the jungle. I know that they had some armies headed towards the Hissing God. I don't know if they're still there, but we're going to have to check. Let's get another skill point spent here. Amber Spear would be kind of cool, actually, for at the right moment. So let's get that checked on. And then let's see what we can research next. Leadership. Let's take the leadership right now. Alright, and then that leaves us with a skill on the Reptile King. And let's give him Wind Blast, which is also very good against Skaven. We've got 850 sacrifices at this point, but we haven't unlocked this higher tier. I think that we had to, if I remember right, let's go back and look at the missions. Sacrificial offerings is right here. One of each. So we need to do 2 more sacrifices, and we need to build the Blood Shrine of SOTEK, which I believe we had a tier 4 settlement, or almost do at this point. So we're close to being able to accomplish that. We're going to hang on to these blessed spawnings right now. Obviously, we don't need to use them right now. What? Oh, is it because I'm in foreign territory? I should still be blessed spawning. Okay, yeah, good. Making sure we didn't lose them. Altar of the Horned Rat actually should be a target for us because it's got the ritual resources, and we want to take it before someone else does. So I'm actually going to make that my next target. And I'm going to save my money to build the Blood Shrine of SOTEK here at our capital. So let's end the turn for now. We're going to skip the Vortex. We are going to end up with the Rebellion here at the Southern Sentinels, but the Southern Sentinels has a decent garrison and walls, so they can hold out for a bit. Not really sure why this thing keeps having lizard rebellions. I mean, there is some Skaven corruption here. It's not a ton. It's kind of weird, like, public order's bad and you get a lizard rebellion. It's like, really? What? They not believe in Papa SOTEK or what? Trying to figure this out. Like, it's kind of hard for me to make sense of it in my head. I want to hit the Altar of the Horned Rat. I'm trying to think of the quickest route through. It just goes right through the trees. Let's move up. Get a little closer. Musk of the Old Ones. Sounds stinky. Let's actually keep the public order just momentarily. If I tear it down, it's just going to help this thing sour against us even faster. I don't know if I could get these heroes down here to help protect this in time. They would certainly help in the protecting of it, but a Lizardmen rebellion is a bit more problematic than... Let's see here. I think we could just throw together, like cobble together a quick army here. Like if we just grabbed a few, Source Warriors are expensive. Let's grab those, and then throw those blessed Pterodon Riders, and then head south to see if we can give some relief to the Southern Sentinels. They're going to need it. And that'll minimize the cost that I have to eat at the moment. Looks like our Skink Chief has leveled up. Damaged walls could be handy to have eventually. I know I can build some buildings, but the only one I'm really interested in building is the Blood Shrine. But it's not available till the next turn, so let's hold out for it. Alright, I don't actually want any extra Skaven corruption. Lothern completed their ritual, and so did Clan Moors. The Blessed Dread was destroyed. That actually works somewhat to our favor here. And let's take this army and march south with all speed. See if we can get down in time to help.
Not logical.
Filthy Ikit Claw.
No comply, no.
How did Ikit Claw get? Oh, it's Vortex campaign. Doesn't start in the same place. So we got Ikit Claw and Skrulk both down here. Skrulk's army is absolute trash, and Ikit Claw isn't much different than trash. I actually think we should. I'm kind of thinking about just laying an ambush here. I wonder if we could lure them in, like maybe move forward just a bit more, and then lay an ambush. We don't quite cover the road all the way through here, but we do get that little piece of road behind us. Might be able to see whether or not we need to perform some sacrifices as well. And I think the extra replenishment is never a bad thing. And then let's do another. Jungle Swarm would be handy, and this armor would be handy. Let's see here. That should work for now. That should work for now. I should be able to now come down here. Our income's gone down a lot, obviously, because of those units we had to recruit up. But we had enough saved to start this sacrificial altar of SOTEK so that we can eventually build up to the Blood Shrine. I'm not going to build any other buildings, just going to save my cash for the moment. I don't think any of the buildings that we could build are just like super important here. Extra Untainted could be really nice. Unique, powerful, red-crested skink unit. It's interesting that these are locked, and yet these are unlocked a tier higher. Recruit rank, Untainted. That could be good at getting a lot of Skaven taint out of our land. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, we have an imminent rebellion in this area, but that's fine. We're here already. Rebellion matters not. And we're in a position, I think, to come and attack. Actually, we're not. How does the movement points get so stinky through here? I want to come attack Ikit Claw. I don't know what kind of reinforcements he's got at the altar of the Horn Rat, but we can't quite reach him, unfortunately. The Lizard Rebellion has grown very, very strong down here. Let's go ahead and move up here to the Sentinel of Time. The Southern Sentinel is... it has walls, so they won't be able to attack me immediately. These guys are suffering attrition, and it's mostly just skinks. So that actually leaves us in a good position because their skinks aren't as good as ours. Just not as good. Untainted at 8. Plus 8 is going to be very, very nice. Buildings and commandments. Yeah, so the Untainted is climbing significantly here. So this is good news for us. Let's keep saving our money so that we can build that blood shrine after the end of these 2 turns. Alright, the Skaven army of the Rebellion was able to just tear down the marks of the old one. If I would have fought the battle personally, we might have been able to stop it, but I don't really care. But we have caught Ikit Claw at the settlement here. His infantry is utter poo, and I say we just take him out. No waiting. Alright folks, the siege of the Altar of the Horn Rat has begun. Just look at the filth they got here. We gotta clean this place up. Gotta clean it up good. Take a look at Ikit Claw's army. Wonder where old Claw is. He's probably hiding. Yeah, looks like him. Back here hiding. Coward. He's got anti-large weapon strength. And he's got quite a few defenders back there, so we won't just go straight for him. I am going to take Tehinawan and come look for some targets of opportunity, like that Warlock Engineer is looking like a good target, honestly. Start climbing the walls. I got a summons over here. That's not the end of the world. I'm going to go tear down the gate. These skinks. We are going to eat a little bit of lightning here. Let's move up these salamanders, see if they can do any skirmishing or not. Alright, Tehinawan's gonna get in. Freak! A brass orb while my guys were on the walls. That is just gruesome. Ikit Claw with his bullcrap ability. Well, actually, I like it when I get to use it, but you know how it is. Those red-crested skinks do tear the crap out of the gate. Look at that. The last episode, I kind of got like a snarky comment from someone that was saying, well, there's no way it was those skinks. It was obviously the big dino. Those guys are tearing it down faster than the dinos. Oh, the lightning is just going to be absolutely gruesome while we're on the walls, which is all the more reason why we need to kill all the Warlock Engineers. This one's running away from me, and then there's another one over here. Yeah, they've got double warp lightning, so we're going to take tremendous damage. Let's get all our skinks up on the walls. Take a few in here, and then we'll take our dinos in through the gate, which is probably about to drop. How is it taking so long for an anti-infantry focused lord to kill a freaking Skaven Warlock Engineer over here? Look at this, 611 weapon damage. And this Warlock Engineer is barely touched. That guy ought to be dead rat meat by now. CA, please, what's going on? Actually, let's hold the infantry back. Dino boys, you first. Let's get these guys through here. Alright, Tehinawan, I really want you to finish this guy. I'm quite serious about it. Alright, let's get the Ark of SOTEK. Need to get it in here. And then let's do a little debuff action here. Overcast the Curse of the Midnight Wind. Ark of SOTEK's headed in. Let's bring some skinks in. Salamanders, can you help me clear these guys out real quick? That Warlock Engineer is still alive. There he goes, he's gone. Try and get leader over here. Get over here into this blob. There, fix that real fast. Come clear that out. Let's bring our salamander boys into here too. Alright, Tehinawin just keeps getting stuck on targets I don't want him stuck on. I'm not real pleased about that. The Skaven leadership is staying alive for an annoyingly long time because Tehinawin, despite the fact that he's perfectly suited to killing them, is for whatever reason not able to kill them very quickly, so I don't know if it's just because he's not landing many hits or what the deal is. There's a whole bunch more Skaven down off of the walls, but I need to get some of this infantry down. We're getting wrecked by skirmishers, so let's get down here. Just about cleared out the gate. Let's head over here. Help clear up some of these guys that are tying down Tehinawin. This should start to severely reduce the leadership of any of the other Skaven around. Let's use that special ability again. Our red-crested skinks are taking a bit of a savaging over here. Alright, Skaven reinforcements are inbound. Let's hit them head on. I don't know how in the world these clan... Look at the leadership of these clan rats. Leadership looks really good for Skaven who are losing a fight considerably. Look at this over here. My red-crested skinks are just going to straight up die in this fight. Whatever. Get in here. Let's bring these Pterodon riders over here so they're not just getting shot by these units. Attack the night runners. These clan rats are lasting an annoyingly long time as well. Some of the clan rats are performing what feels like a lot better than they should be against my skinks. Oh, the warp lightning. Let's get our salamanders, see if we can get them free into a position where they can do some work. I told these guys to come inside the gates, and they started climbing the tower instead. Well done. Well done. Alright. Got more bad guys over here. There's a ton more Skaven here. Let's go over and help break up this blob. I'm a little less worried about this one over here. Let's see if we can go chase these guys off the battlefield. I'm going to swing over the top of these clan rats and get these Skaven slave slingers and other units off the battlefield here. You guys take down those clan rats. Head over here. How are clan rats holding out? I'm still thoroughly confused. Like, the clan rats and night runners are holding out unbelievably well right now. Hey, when I told you I was to move over here, I actually kind of wanted you to. Like, over here. Let's get all these skirmishers. See if we can push through and start doing some work. Got rid of the Skaven leader over here. I want to get rid of him. I'm going to chase him off for now. Probably going to lose some units in this process, which is not ideal. I'm going to delete these storm vermin. There we go. Let's go over here and help these red-crested skinks clean out these clan rats. Let's put a quick hit on them. Bring our Carnosaur back and go ahead and start engaging. Cleared out another little section here. And these Pterodon riders, let's bring these guys up. Let's keep pushing everybody forward. Yeah, I don't really want you guys on the wall, so let's get down from there. Really feel like these guys should have been dead a very long time ago. These clan rats feel like they have like physical resistance or something. Yeah, come on, move it on up. Move it on up. Let's get the salamander hunting pack up here. See if our Scar Veteran can maybe get lucky and hit this assassin and kill him. That'll be less leadership. Put a quick hit on, let's pull through these guys, see if we can get a rear charge and rout them. Their leadership is holding together extremely well, considering they're getting attacked by a leader and a dinosaur, and that they're just filthy clan rats. Let's take these guys off, and let's see if we can skirmish Ikit Claw a little. Now, let's not waste our time on Ikit Claw, actually. Let's bust up this bunch of clan rats. Get these guys back in the air. I'm gonna let my salamander hunting pack get some serious work done here. Start cleaning out this clan rat spear too. The leadership of these Skaven units over here is just absolutely inexplicable. This is just a clan rat. They're being hit by a Bastillodon and a Ripperdactyl. Look at the power bar too. Alright, salamanders, move up. Let's clear these guys out real quick. Ikit Claw is trying to get us. Let's shoot him up a bit. Alright, these Skaven decide that they were still Skaven. That's right. Finally realized they were just Skaven. It's been a lot more costly battle than I would like. Bring in some more of these units. What did I have sitting over here? Oh man, my Skink Priest had chased that guy off. Let's get him back up here. Let's punch through this little group of Skaven right here with the salamanders. These chameleon skinks to get up here. Let's put a hit on Ikit Claw because his leadership just faltered. There we go. So, pretty strong resistance from the Skaven. I think between the difficulty level and then the settlement providing the extra buff to leadership is why you saw the Skaven holding out there like crazy. Occupy the settlement. This will give us access to replenishment, and we can recruit some of the units back in that we need. And this will be a good place for us to end the episode. We've picked up some more currency, and we can use these lizard friends to the north. In fact, let's check our diplomacy. Get some good trade going there, too. Help my income a lot. And I don't know if these guys are ready to do a whole lot else with me right now. Got a good trade forecast with them. They're quite strong. We've got a non-aggression pact with them, so that's good enough for now. We're both at war with the Skaven. We could actually do a trade agreement across the sea here, too. So that's really helpful, too. So income in a much better spot. We can, after one more turn, build what I'm looking to build there with the Blood Shrine of SOTEK. We can get extra campaign movement range through that research. And we've pushed back Clan Pestilens very significantly here. So I think what we're going to do, taking a look at the units, we lost a cohort with Javelin and some red-crested skinks. I think we're just going to replace all those with red-crested skinks, as they're going to be a lot more useful unit to me in the types of combat that we're going to be into. I'll need less skirmishers and just more business at this point. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the episode. It was a lot of fun, and I'll be back with another one soon as I can get to it at least. We've pushed into Clan Pestilens territory. We've almost crushed them. Then we'll have to kind of stabilize our own area, get through the Vortex ritual. I'm curious to see what happens over here with the Sentinels of Zeti. Pushed out of their homeland, but they pushed Teclis out of his homeland. And so, kind of an interesting setup there. We've got elves here, but I'm really focused on getting rid of the Skaven first. I want the Skaven completely gone, and then we will work on what we need to from there.